Coming up on Mountain News this morning, Hillview Stables in Laurel County is offering a new way for people to get out of the house after being healthy at home for months. And as the weather heats up, but social distancing is still in full force, dealerships are seeing record numbers of boat sales.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning, I'm Lacey Roberts, and thank you for joining me on Mountain News this morning. Today is Monday, June 8th, another start to a week, and after this hot weekend, it's going to be another hot day. Let's bring in Brandon Robinson, and I know, Brandon, I said I was a fan of the heat, but now I think I'm taking a second look at that.
Yeah, listen, I've never been a fan of the heat, so I know a lot of folks love it, and that's great, and it's summertime, it's supposed to be hot, but I'll be sitting right here in my air-conditioned house eating some ice cream, because that's the way I roll in the summertime. I don't handle heat very well, but for those folks who do, you're going to love the next couple of days. Let's take a look at US 119 up on top of Whitesburg Pine Mountain this morning. No major issues. A little bit of valley patchy fog this morning, so just be aware of that as you head out the door. We look at temperatures, and we've been seeing basically mid to upper 50s and low 60s, so kind of a mild morning out there so far. Not as much humidity today, but it's still going to be pretty warm out there, and you'll get a little bit of a sticky feel once you head out there, once it really gets to the heat of the afternoon. But tomorrow is the day I'm really concerned about. We take a look at temperatures today, 89 your forecast ice. You'll want to make sure you take those heat precautions, which I'll show you here in a few minutes, but otherwise it's just going to be a hot stretch, and it could be some of the hottest days we've seen so far this year, especially if we get to 90 today and tomorrow as well. Rest of the forecast of the way here in just a little bit. Lacey?
Thank you, Brandon. And the Harlan County Health Department confirmed 2 additional cases of COVID-19 on Sunday. The patients are a 68-year-old man and a 68-year-old woman who live together. They both were tested in Harlan County, and that brings the total number of cases in the county to 7. Officials in Harlan County expect more positive cases in the area due to increased testing. For more on COVID-19 in Eastern Kentucky, you can head on over to our website at WYMT.com. And Hillview Stables in Laurel County opened on Saturday for some spring fun, offering a way for people to get out of the house after being healthy at home for the past few months. WYMT's Dakota Makers checked it out and has more.
Those are some of the sights and sounds you will hear at Hillview Stables.
I had a lot of people call and want to know if we was open any during the year besides the pumpkin patch in the fall, and I said no, normally not.
Offering families a way to have fun.
I just like to see people come and have a good time and see the kids smiling faces, and they've not had anywhere to go, no playground, no activities hardly at all for them to do for the past 3 or 4 months.
Here they offer pony rides, train rides, petting zoos, but my favorite here is the camel ride.
The camel rides, yeah. You can't ride a camel everywhere.
And the list of fun continues.
We have a kangaroo jumping pillow that everybody enjoys. We have a large shell corn pit. It's like a sand pit, except it has shell corn in it for kids to play in.
From kangaroos to horses, all can be seen with social distancing in mind.
Kind of limited number coming in at the door, and we've got tape on the floor at the concession stand, and you know, telling everybody, and we've got signs out and just telling everybody to be safe.
Hoping the sound of jumping and trains will soon be heard throughout the mountains. In Laurel County, Dakota Makers, WYMT Mountain News.
And Hillview Stables will reopen next weekend at 11 in the morning on Saturday. And this year's Festa has been canceled, but that has not stopped work on the Highland Festival grounds at the Kentucky Expo Center. More than $1 million worth of improvements are being made to the festival area, and the area is expanding by 8 acres, and permanent driving lanes are being put into parking lot C. That work is expected to wrap up in July. Festa, which includes Hometown Rising, Louder Than Life, and Bourbon and Beyond, have been scheduled for September. It was canceled this year because of COVID-19. And after months of quarantine, many have been spending time outdoors, and riding out on a boat sounds like the perfect way to spend a day off, and it is. And the foot traffic at the American Boat Center in Knoxville, Tennessee shows that many others are thinking the exact same thing. Ryan Jones, a sales manager at the company, says that they have switched to appointment only to help manage the new demand and that many other companies are facing the same situation.
I've never seen it like this. We've been selling boats in Knoxville since the mid-1980s, and it's never been anything like this. I would say our volume is up probably triple right now. It's not just us. Most boat dealers in Knoxville are the same way, and across the country. A lot of dealers I've heard are sold out all over the country, so it's like this everywhere.
But even with the high demand in sales, Ryan says that they should have enough boats in stock to last them through the summer. And COVID-19 has had a negative impact on many local businesses and has forced many to get creative with a day-to-day operation. WYMT's Madison Pergram explains how some local pool companies have stayed busy during the pandemic.
Splashing into summer.
It has been crazy busy this year.
As it heats up, people make their way to the pool, with many people deciding to make a home edition of their own.
Many people are staying at home this year. They're not taking their family vacations, so they have put all that money into their outdoor space in their backyard.
As COVID-19 ramped up, it was uncertainty at Lowe Pools in Corbin.
At the beginning, we were kind of wondering, are we going to have to shut our doors down? Are we going to still be able to service our customers' pools? Because we have a lot of pools that we help to maintain on a weekly basis.
Stephen Lowe, operations manager, says even with curbside service, their business started to boom.
So when they pulled up, we'd have somebody go out, get their water sample. We'd have sales associates go out, talk to them, selling pools, selling chemicals, selling other products, grills and stuff as well.
And before long, inventory including liners and ladders started to dwindle.
As of a few weeks ago, we no longer have ability to get above ground pools this year. All of our suppliers are out, and that's largely due to the manufacturing has been shut down.
All as people prepare to have some fun in the sun. In Corbin, Madison Pergram, WYMT Mountain News.
Lowe says that many of their manufacturers will be shut down until June 15th. And for the past 40 years, there is one bass tournament in Knott County that fishermen always look forward to. It's the 40th annual Vico Sassafras Fire Rescue Bass Tournament. This year's tournament brought more than 33 boats who fished from Saturday to Sunday. Tournament coordinator Jordan Dean says the fundraiser means everything for the Vico Sassafras Volunteer Fire and Rescue.
We only have a set amount of aid that we get from the state every year. If we don't run any type of fundraisers, that's literally only $11,000 per year. This is a profit for us of anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000 normally. So it's actually a huge impact. I mean, we have a $2,000 a month truck payment for our rescue truck. So it's a definitely huge impact. We would not have been able to have it. So currently our bingo and all our other fundraisers are shut down due to COVID-19. So this is actually the first fundraiser we've been able to do since the COVID outbreak.
Dean says that they hope to raise the award money to $2,500 next year for first place. And Pike County Central announced that they have found a new coach for their Lady Hawks. The school hired Dennis Campbell to be the new women's basketball head coach. Campbell won 59th district titles in 2010 and 2011. She also held 153 to 194 record over 12 seasons at East Ridge and a 38 to 62 record over 4 seasons at Phelps. And again, that is Denise Campbell. A 6-year-old and a Massachusetts police officer bonded over a game of basketball. The moment was caught on camera by the child's mom. As Christine McCarthy reports, the video of their game is spreading a message of positivity at a tense time in the United States.
Reunited for a rematch.
Good job.
Worcester police officer James Conway stops by 6-year-old Mackay's house for another round of basketball.
Ready?
Mackay met Officer Conway when he was leaving a call on the street Wednesday and asked the first grader's mom if he could play some ball.
It's good guys versus good guys.
Mom Echo Louisant captured the two bonding on her cell phone. Mackay showing Officer Conway up with his skills.
I think I came over here and slipped on some sand, and he's over here making these long shots. I'm trying to put him in from like 5 feet away, and he embarrassed me. I'm not going to lie.
The special moment was exactly what this family and Mom says the entire community needs right now at a tense time in our nation.
I really just feel like the world needs more love right now. Like, we need to show this unity.
She posted the video on Facebook and was uplifted by hundreds of positive comments.
I absolutely love this. Wow, this is beautiful.
As a family of color, the Louisants support the demand for social justice and protests against police brutality and racism. But Mom Echo says it's also important to show her support for the majority of police.
I don't think we need to choose between supporting the black community and seeing change in the system and supporting the police. I think we can acknowledge the good that's good and acknowledge the bad that's bad.
For a 6 going on 7-year-old, Officer Conway is a new friend.
He's very good at the basketball, and he is a very good cop.
But what Mackay may not realize is that this game of ball symbolizes so much more.
I keep hearing from Echo and Mackay how much that it meant to them, and how in this trying time it was good to play basketball with a police officer in general. And, you know, I might have made his day, but he made mine.
And this has been an especially difficult time for Mackay's family. They lost 2 family members to coronavirus, and his mom was hospitalized with COVID-19 as well. The family says that this made the moment even more special. And just ahead, a recent protest against racial inequality and police brutality are having some unexpected effects, including on people's playlists.
It's not too bad this morning, but across the region the next couple of days, hazy, hot, and humid conditions. I'll break it down for you in about 3 minutes.